Hi, my name is Dylan Clemens, and this is my evaluation on Frank Zappa's censorship speech. In this persuasive speech about censorship, the PMRC deal, and the black tape tax, Zappa kind of uses satire, questioning, just straight logic, and uh, a condescending tone of voice for getting his point across. And the PMRC deal, well, the PMRC was an organization hell-bent on keeping their children sheltered from the big bad mature vibes of music. And it affected a lot of people, especially through censorship. They were also just wanting stuff that really wasn't necessary. And Zappa even brings that point up. He talks about how nobody forces you to buy mature music, you bring it into your home yourself. But back to his speech. Throughout the speech, Zappa uses satire, and when he does do his satire, he uses a condescending voice to kind of poke fun at the Senate and the PMRC. But at the start of his speech, he addresses the foreign newscasters, or well, foreign broadcasters, and he just kind of goes over the First Amendment, and it kind of implies what his point is going to be about, this infringes free speech and stuff like that. After that, he starts talking about how the PMRC deal is just inane nonsense. It's going to keep the corpse busy, and it's just a waste of time. And the minute after he says that, he gets on with satirizing. A notable quote from it is, censoring music... no, I don't remember that. That's not how it went. I just remember the last half of a quote, and it was part of what I was going over for his satire. It was a lot of extreme comparisons. And one of the extreme comparisons was, it's like treating dandruff with beheading. And of course, that's not how you treat dandruff. But that was his point, was just the whole censorship from the PMRC deal was completely inane and unnecessary. After that, he kind of starts satirizing a few other people, specifically a few senators, just mainly the ones who have ties to the PMRC. And at one point, he even starts to question the whole PMRC deal. Well, he doesn't question it. He questions whether or not it's a cult. He apparently called a senator's wife and pretty much found a loophole that the PMRC is using, and he figured out that it was just a way to get money. After that, he kind of questions it and like, is this whole PMRC deal just a cult? And it might get the audience to think, okay, something is up with the whole PMRC thing, because some of this stuff is kind of useless. And after that, he kind of pokes fun at the PMRC, or not the PMRC, the senators, and he asks them why they're even doing this. It's just, once again, inane and utter nonsense. And he talks about it being unconstitutional and just infringing on free speech. And after hearing him, it does. I even read up on it, and it was a bit of an infringement on free speech. But no, throughout Zappa's entire speech, there was satire and a condescending voice. Towards the end, he kind of just craps on the PMRC and a few senators and just completely kills their credibility, as well as calling out a few senators who, a few nights before, went on late night and decided to talk about mature themes and kind of make an ass of themselves. But towards the end of the speech, he really does start to bring out more questions to really help the audience kind of just, for one, question the PMRC's logic and question themselves and go, okay, none of this really is necessary. I mean, some of this really is just stupid and nonsensical. Overall, it was a very convincing speech, and a lot of his comedical satire really draws you in, and you want to listen to him more because it's kind of funny to hear him just completely crap on senators and the PMRC along his the black tape tax. And it was a very well organized speech. He went from how it infringes the First Amendment to just how it's completely inane, and then he kind of pokes fun at the PRC and then makes his way down to black tape tax, and at the end he kind of wraps it up with questioning, why is this whole thing even happening? It's completely unnecessary. But that's about it for my evaluation of his speech.